I speak with corrupted tongue.
Recognize the underworld since I was young. Recognize the underworld since I was young. Recognize the underworld since I was young. I speak with corrupted tongue. Recognize the underworld since I was.
Here we are, goddammit. Yet another episode. Another chapter. The saga continues, goddammit. Corrupted conversations. This is what we came to do. First place trophies only. I go by Henry Blanco. If you don't know, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to send you an email. I might send your mother a fax. This is what we came to do. Young Oprah Winfrey, only when I file my taxes. Young Angie Martinez, 5 minutes away from booking a trip to DR to get facial surgery, just so I could come back looking like Angie Martinez. You ask me why? This is the last time I'm gonna tell y'all. Don't ask me why. Know why, nigga. The voice of New York soon to be. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting thus far, sharing, liking, commenting, sending it to your mother, your father, your DI, the Bronx Zoo. Okay. You know what I mean? Send it to the whole 5 boroughs, you heard? Send it to everybody. We got golden content happening, golden content brewing. This is a special episode. Now I say that for every episode because I fucking mean it every time. You understand what I'm saying? I only choose superheroes to sit across from me, to sit in the same room, because that's the type of shit that I like to put on display. You feel me? Like if I had to, when I created this platform, I was like, yo, I gotta pick superheroes only, because that's the type of people that I fuck with. You feel me? So I need to see superhero status. What we have here is a vocalist, a writer, a rapper, an artist as a whole, approaching the music industry and the world as an empress, helping push the representation of women as the divine connects in life. You know what I mean? I hope that sounded all right.
Listen. You see, I ain't say nothing. I'm just like, keep going. Like, yes.
So listen, I do a little QWWF entrance for my guests, but what I like to tell the guests is, listen, we got microphones in front of us. We got the camera in front of us. They got wires, goes into the mechanics. The camera goes into the world. So if you could do me a favor, and can you let them know what your name is, where you from, and if you have a few, you can give me 1 or 2. What are some of your favorite Sade songs and why?
All right, bet. That's mad easy. So it's your girl, the baddest influence, China Streetz in the motherfucking building. I could curse, right? All right, bet.
God
in the motherfucking building. Let's see what else I had to say.
Where you from?
Oh yeah, listen, I'm a Brooklyn Queens girl.
Love it.
So you know what I mean? BQE type shit. I never forget where I'm at. Never forget where I'm at. Never forget where I'm from.
Love it.
So I'm saying, and my top 3 Sade songs.
Yeah, top 3 Sade.
Pearls.
That's a great record.
I love that.
Great
song.
record.
I love that song. Let's see what else. Is It a Crime?
Yeah, classic.
And this is hard because I don't know.
Third one. One last one.
I don't know.
I know you got one.
All right. No, because it's a toss-up. All right, fuck it. No Ordinary Love.
No Ordinary Love is a good one. No Ordinary Love is a good one. I love The Sweetest Taboo, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Smooth
it's so
Criminal.
many.
Not Smooth Criminal, I'm sorry. Smooth Operator. I'm over here remixing her shit.
Hey.
Listen, it happens. But Sade's a legend.
Yeah, she's absolutely a legend.
Fair to
One
say.
of my favorites.
Love that. Listen, this is what we came to do, man. So you hear the frequency, superhero shit only. Anything else is uncivilized, goddammit. You feel me? Another episode, another installment. Oh, I got this segment I do to start off the show. It's called Crip Bow. I'm the crip, you the bow. I got 10 words here. I'm gonna throw them at you without each. I'm gonna throw each one at one by one, without. And this is tough to do because I know you're an artist and we dwell a lot. But for me, with this one, try not to think too much.
Just first instinct.
you know what I mean. Don't dissect it. Don't do out just the first thing that comes to your mind. Hence, crip bow. First one, crip bow. Fear.
Dirty.
Want to explain a little bit? I agree with you. Fear. Dirty. Fear.
Because fear is like, it's like a thing you're not supposed to have. So, and you're not supposed to be dirty neither. So
contamination. We don't like it. We don't like it.
No, it's definitely contamination.
Love it. Next one. Bow. Prince.
Dad.
Explain a little bit. What's the love for Prince? I love Prince too, but what's your love for Prince?
Goodness, so my mom, growing up, like my mom used to play Prince all the time when we would drive in the car, and like When Doves Cry was actually like my favorite song. Like that was the first song that made me realize like, yo, I have to do music. Like this shit sounds so beautiful to me. Like the composition, the arrangements. Like, oh my gosh.
GOAT.
Yes.
Prince is a GOAT.
I should have said legendary. Oh my God. I said dad.
No, it's all good though. Listen, dads are legendary. That's what we came to do. Next one, Pow. Psychedelics.
Fun.
You want to explain a little bit, elaborate a little bit? Life-changing experiences?
Yeah. I say fun because if you know what you're doing, they can be very, very fun. They can be very, very fun. They could also be very fucked up. But, you know, I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Listen, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. Now, this is a quote. Give me the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the quote.
Okay.
Pow. When the student is ready to learn, the teacher appears. What can you tell me about that? That's tough.
Life's words.
Life's words. Is it something that you repeat to yourself every so often?
Yeah. Yeah. That's something that I live by.
I bet.
Because I noticed in life whenever I go through a new part of my journey, that applies.
There you go. Nice and simple. I love it. I love it. We're going to keep it moving. Pow. Capricorns.
The goats.
Explain a little bit. You're a Capricorn,
Come on, baby.
correct?
I'm a Capricorn.
There
Let's
you go. So what are some traits that you feel like shine in the Capricorn umbrella that people might, could learn from, I guess?
We bosses.
Bosses. Can't nobody tell you what to do?
You can.
Okay.
You can tell. See, that's the thing. Bosses listen.
There you go.
People think bosses are people that don't learn. Bosses learn every day. That's how they become bosses.
Right.
Because they understand how to maneuver things.
Right.
You can't be a boss without being a student. And a lot of people don't understand that. They want to go to boss and don't know how to run the organization. How can you run something if you don't understand who's under you? If you don't know who your employees are, how can you be a boss? You have to learn your employees.
That's a big fact.
You have to learn your market.
That's
you have to
fact.
learn your surroundings. You have to learn your competition.
Have you on the statistics?
I'm saying.
That's a fact. All bosses observe and study. You feel me? It might look like you can't approach them or, whatever the case may be, but
I guarantee
I agree with you.
You know what? I heard this from somewhere and I'm going to repeat it, right?
Okay.
Bosses, and here's a jewel for you motherfuckers. Bosses love people that have something to offer. They love people that they can have a conversation with. And you may not have all the money in the world. You may not even have the resources to feel like you're supposed to be on this boss's level. But if you have the mentality to get that boss more money, they're going to keep you around.
That's a fact. Because most people with money, not most, not all, majority, most people with a lot of money usually need the creatives around because they're the ones that push the envelope. They're the ones that, I guess, produce the jar that the people with money put the money in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There you go. Checkmate. We're going to keep it moving. Pow. Oxtails.
Yummy.
What can you say about oxtails? Is this a cultural thing? What's going on? Talk to me.
I love me some good old oxtails. Oxtails is amazing. I can't eat them anymore, but I love them.
Now, when people are cooking oxtails, is it good to let it simmer? Is it good to let the seasoning?
The slower,
you know what I mean?
the better. Listen, oxtails supposed to simmer. If them oxtails cook too fast, when I want it.
Ooh, there you go. You hear it here first. You hear it here first. You know what I mean? A lot of cultural plates, a lot of cultural taste palettes.
Yeah,
you know
I don't want that. I'm gonna say it like that. I don't want it.
We're gonna leave it at that. Next one, Pow. Composition notebooks.
History.
Tell me a little bit more if you can.
That's where all my music is. That's where it all started. Just being able to write. Like, my mom used to get so mad with me with my composition notebooks because I would always ask her to buy me one.
Right.
And she'd be like, what the fuck you need all these damn notebooks for? And then over time, she started realizing that she thought I was using them for school. So she went to the teacher and was like, she keeps asking me for notebooks. And my teacher's like, I don't know why she's asking you for notebooks. My mom found a stack of my rhyme books.
Fire. Do they still exist?
No.
Why is that? Because it's crazy.
My basement got flooded.
Oh, bad vibes.
Facts. And I kind of lost all of like my rhyme books.
Terrible. But they live in spirit. They exist in energy and frequency
there
in the
are
air.
people that know that they existed.
Yeah,
so that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
I wish I still had that. I wish I did.
Oh man, listen, it happens. What are you gonna do? Next one. Bow. Online shopping versus going to the mall.
Tedious.
Explain that.
Cause I hate both of them.
Why is that? Which one do you hate more?
Online shopping.
You hate online shopping more?
Yeah, because for some reason I can't never get the drops I want. So I fucking can't stand it.
What about the people in the mall? Like, what about just it being crowded and it being like a whole, like, you know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing.
I'm antisocial sometimes. As much as social as I am, I'd rather just like 1, 2, 3.
I'm not the typical girl when I go shopping. Well, the typical woman, excuse me. I'm a grown-ass woman. But, like, I'm not the typical woman when I go shopping. Like, if I'm going out to buy something, I know exactly what I want.
Right.
Like, I can't sit in the store for mad long. Like, I can't, like... And I know this is fucked up and I gotta get out this habit, but I hate like looking through shit to try to find what I want. Like if I have to envision in my mind what I want first and then I'll go out and find it accordingly.
Same. What about the lines though?
Fuck them lines.
I hate waiting on. Listen, I sound.
But see, that's why I don't.
First world problems. I hate it.
Yeah, they are. It's terrible.
I hate waiting online. This is what it is.
I don't wait online.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
So how do you hate online shopping more than you hate the mall?
Because either way, I'm not going to get what I want.
There you go. There you go. Next one. Now this one, tell me if it has any connection to you. Pow, history-wise. Pow, DJing. Is there anywhere, is it connected to your roots, family maybe? I don't know.
My mom and my dad were both DJs.
Amazing.
My mom actually still DJs right now.
I love that.
She actually got back into it. It's kind of hilarious.
How old were you, or how, can you name an experience when you first digested that as a child? Like, oh shit, like my parents actually like manipulate music to make everybody enjoy themselves.
Okay, well here's the thing. When I was born, my mom stopped. But there was always like turntables in the house.
Right.
So we used to always, like me and my brothers, used to always fuck with the turntables.
Right.
And my mother's like, leave your father's turntables alone. Leave them alone.
Right.
And I just used to fuck with it, like seeing the vinyls and shit like that. Like it was always something. And then as I got older, like this is mad funny. Oh my God.
Let's go. We gotta hear it.
This is terrible. So as I got older, like my dad, he used to live in Jersey and shit. And he had bought the turntable set in his new crib or whatever. Right. And now, you know, in retrospect, you be thinking that your parents is mad old and shit.
I mean, yeah.
And then now, you know, as a kid, you think your parents is mad old, and then you get that age and you be like, oh, I see why.
I get it.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. That nigga was still, you know. Right. So, long story short, like my dad, he had taught me like how to like manipulate the turntables and whatnot. So I can actually do a little 1, 2.
That's fire.
I ain't nasty with it, but I can. Like I know what's what.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So do you think it has a connection to why you do what you do now?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was just on the phone with my mom the other day, and she's like, I know all my children. She was like I knew you was always gonna do something in music. Like you couldn't not do it.
Right.
Like my mom bought me a microphone when I was like 2. Like I have a picture of Christmas with me with a microphone in my hand.
That's amazing.
So what Howard's doing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Listen, they planted seeds, even if it was subconsciously.
Listen, I always say when God anoints you to do what you do what you need to do, it'll be along the way. Like you'll pick up jewels along the way.
That's
like your life journey is gonna be what it is to tell the story. So
real talk. Flowers don't pick themselves, goddamn it. You feel me? All right. We're gonna keep it moving. Last one. Now you tell me what this means to you when I say it. Pow, Hourglass. What's that word? Because we're gonna get to the listen, you already know where we're going with this, but what does that word mean to you?
The moment.
The moment. Great segue. Stemming off Hourglass. Now, Hourglass, this is the EP that you dropped, correct?
Yes.
5-track EP out now on all streaming platforms. Everything will be in the description. Please go support. That is not a request. That is a motherfucking demand. I don't, you know what I mean? We don't ask for stuff over here. We just tell you to go do it because it's the right thing for you to do. God damn it, go support. Now, before we get to the meat and potatoes of what Hourglass is, the EP, which I definitely want to discuss the, you know what I mean, everything from the artwork to the production to the intention to the reception, your reception of the reception, all that. I'm a segment individual. When it's all said and done, I can't. No, not that I can't wait. Let me take that back. When it's all said and done, and they see my tombstone, I wanted to say, obviously, my name, and under that, segment ass individual, because I love segments. Segments for me is like the best way, possibly the easiest way to figure out who's sitting in front of me without having to necessarily ask who's sitting in front of me, even though we already know who's sitting in front of me.
Absolutely.
But the segments is just fun way to break it down, right? So I'm heavy on word association. I like word association. So from what I gathered, Hourglass, to you, correct me if I'm wrong, it represents that time waits for no one and the time is now.
Absolutely.
Correct? Love that. So, heavy on word association, like I said. I like to use words and stem them and create segments. And so, I like when you said the time is now. That's really powerful. That really, I think, could resonate with anybody. A universal message, a universal outlook, right? So, what I have here is 3 tiers within this segment. We're going to call this segment The Time Is Now.
Okay.
Pretty much self-explanatory, straight to the point. The time is now. So when I hear things like that, when I hear statements like time waits for no one and the time is now, it's kind of like implying like take advantage of the moment, right? Like execute. You know what I'm saying? If you see a button, press it type shit, right? Because that's how life. You know, sometimes life ain't gonna tell you got an opportunity. You gotta recognize it on your own, and you miss every shot you don't take.
You miss every shot you don't take.
You feel me? So what I have here is 3 tiers, and in each tier, it's scenario versus scenario.
Okay.
So no, I'm like that. It's like that.
I love it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. So within each tier, there's boom versus boom. And we're going to go with the energy of like, you're going to have to choose which one you feel fits or where you can apply that mentality. The time is now.
Okay.
Which one would you choose? Which one would you go for? Which one would you apply that time is now mentality?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you'll get it as we go. Okay. You'll get it as we go. Because sometimes the way I describe shit, I notice when I watch things back, I'm a little choppy with the explanation, but the execution is there.
It's okay.
You feel me?
It's all right. I like puzzles.
You feel? I appreciate that. So, again, stemming off Hourglass EP, out now, 5 tracks. We're going to talk about it. You feel me? Everything will be in the description. But again, I like word association. So this is what we do. I like to have fun on the show. You know what I mean? I like to separate the show from every other show that's out there because, God damn it, I'm trying to be great too. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? With the Hourglass, it also kind of represents that though the time is now, like, yeah, take advantage of the moment. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if this is a way that it resonates with you too. To an extent, can the Hourglass kind of represent like not a rush or not trying to hurry up, but a sense of like, let's get it done ASAP.
Urgency?
Urgency. Great word. Urgency,
Absolutely.
Yes. So let's also have that be the undertone of each tier. Urgency.
That's absolutely what it means.
You feel me?
Yes.
So the first tier, Sade wants to do an album with you,
yes,
but wants you to learn the piano. Versus, let's, rest in peace, but let's just say he's alive, hypothetically. Prince wants to do one song with you, but wants you to mix and master it, the whole thing. So, which scenario, I'm going to say it again, just for the people, which one are you going to walk into with the time is now mentality? Because they both kind of have elements that take, I guess, some type of learning. So the first one, Sade wants to do a whole album with you, but wants you to learn the piano for the album. Versus Prince wants to do one song with you, but wants you to mix and master the whole thing. Now, both scenarios take time, but which one do you feel you would apply the time is now mentality? Like, let's get it popping.
Ouch, this is
It's
hard.
tough. I know.
This
I
is
set it up.
fucking hard.
Listen.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why this is hard, and then I'm gonna tell you my final answer.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Boom.
I can sort of play the piano.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Like, I can play, but I'm a little rusty.
Okay.
So that would be,
You got some leverage there.
yeah. Whereas mixing and mastering, I don't know how to do that. But it's Prince.
But it's Prince.
So it's like, for me, I feel like I would go with Prince
Okay.
only because it's one song and I learned a skill that I don't already have.
And it's fucking Prince.
And it's fucking Prince. And no shade to Sade, because I'm
Sade
still
is
coming.
great.
I'm coming to do that album
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But the one that I will push the button on first is the Prince song, because it's one song, so I can
Right.
do that and figure that out,
Right,
and then I
right.
can get back to the album,
Yeah,
learning how to
yeah.
play the piano.
You can even be like, yo, let's just get your vocals recorded. I'll mix it later. Don't worry about it. I know you got places to be, Prince. I'll press record, and then you can go along, you can go about your way. And then that's what you call the real engineer. You're my man. Walk in here real quick.
See, I could do that too. You just got to use your
There
brain
you go.
to figure
Checkmate,
shit out.
checkmate. The next tier. Again, the mentality is the time is now. Taking full-blown advantage of opportunities. Not letting any second go to waste.
Right.
Second tier. You get your own billboard, but you the one that physically has to put it up, versus you get paid 6 figures to ghostwrite for a poppin' Chinese artist, but you gotta learn Chinese to write it. So let me paint the scenario again. Again, time is now. That's the mentality. First one, you get your own billboard, Times Square, bing, boom, boom, boom. But you the one that gotta physically put it up. So that takes time. You gotta physically put up your own billboard, go crazy. Versus getting paid 6 figures to ghostwrite for the most poppin' Chinese artist. But you gotta actually write it in Chinese, so therefore you have to learn Chinese. Which one would you apply the time is now mentality? Because both represent growth. You know what I mean? You got the billboard, you got the 6-figure / you know what I mean, Chinese connection, goddamn it. You feel me? Like, which one would you apply the time is now mentality? We came to win.
I'm ghostwriting the album.
Ghostwriting the album, okay.
I'm ghostwriting the album. I'm gonna tell you why.
Please
First of all,
do.
that's a 6-figure deal. And Google Translate is a motherfucker. So at the end of the day,
you ain't lying.
all I gotta do is write the shit down in English.
That's it.
And then Google Translate it and send that bitch over.
Ghostwrite for a poppin' Chinese artist.
Listen.
6 figures.
Yeah, and I know a couple Chinese people, so at the end of the
Gang,
day,
there you go.
like you said, the first time,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
call somebody over and be like, yo, because I gotta learn it, right?
Right.
So why wouldn't I go to somebody that knows
Of
what they
course.
doing? Boom.
Nah, but boom, devil's advocate. You got the billboard.
Right.
In your own city, Times Square.
After I
How we feel
ghostwrite the
about that?
album, I'm paying somebody to put that hoe up.
There
What
you
you
go.
mean?
There you go.
Come
Listen,
on,
come on, man. Work smarter, not harder, goddammit.
Absolutely. I'm
Work
scared
smarter.
of heights, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
getting up
yeah,
there.
I can't fuck with the heights
I'm
either. That's not my
fucking with
bag.
that.
I'm not jacking
Nah,
that.
that's not me.
Physically having to put a billboard up is insane.
It's not. It's just not my job.
You feel me?
Like, it sounds
It's
good.
not
Like, yeah,
my
I'm on a
job.
billboard. Yes, that's amazing.
Right.
But I could ghostwrite a legendary album.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
that shit could go get me
Crazy.
a Grammy, and I have billboards everywhere. Why would I just limit myself to one? in
There
New
you
York?
go. There you go. You hear it here first. What we came to do. Legendary answers. Last tier.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one gets. Now everyone so far kind of has a ridiculous aesthetic to it.
It does.
But that's the point.
But I like it.
That's the point.
Because it actually makes you use your brain. Like, what the
Exactly.
fuck would I, like, what would I do?
Fucking exactly. Last tier.
Mm-hmm.
Performing 10 songs with no water bottle versus recording 15 songs with no engineer. Which one are you applying the time is now mentality? So, yo, I gotta get it done. Performing 10 songs with no water bottle. I'm talking about like no access to no H2O until you off that stage. You know what I mean? Versus recording 15 songs with no engineer. Now the songs, whatever the length is, whatever, you make it happen. But 15 songs, no engineer, 10 songs performing, no water. Which one are we? Which one is trying to like, yo, fuck all that. I'm gonna get it done. yeah, your face is a lot right now.
Because
it's tough, you know. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not tough.
It's a little ridiculous.
No, it's not. Because I've done 15 songs with no engineer. That's easy. So it's like 10 songs with no water bottle though.
It's kind of wicked.
I rap really fast. And really in depth. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do the 10 songs with no water. And you know why I'm going to do the 10 songs with no water? Because these motherfuckers be rapping over their lyrics. Get your fucking lungs up.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit.
Get your lungs up.
Nah, yeah. That was the whole situation that happened at fucking, well, one of the things that I peeped, that was like a big thing. When most people maybe not caught it because of Jadakiss's great performance, but what he kept saying was like, yo, these niggas is rapping over the lyrics.
They heard it, but you know, a lot of people still do it, so they don't care.
It is what it is. You hear it here first, goddammit. That was a segment. The time is now. The title, yes. Hourglass. Mm-hmm. Now, very, very time based. Very, very. I'm gonna let you break it down for me a little bit. Where's that stem from? What helped decide make that final decision of that being the name?
Okay, so what happened was, I have a thing for hourglasses. I just like them.
Okay.
Personally, I think they're pretty. I think that they represent a lot. And I felt like that's something that was personal to me, you know? And then I was on tour last year. I did the Audio Narco tour.
There we go.
And I got really inspired while I was on tour to just like put something out. It was like, I'm on tour. I need to do something new. I need to give the people some new. Like, the people need to feel that new from me, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to do it. And then, you know, I kind of got, like, sidetracked and forgot why I did that EP in the first place. But then I was like, yo, like you said, the push the button moment. I was like, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Like, put that shit out. So
time waits for no one.
Exactly. And that's where the hourglass aspect came from. Because it was like, honey, the sands of time are running out. You're getting older.
Yeah.
Figure it the fuck out.
And also there's a demand, right?
Well, absolutely there's a demand.
You
I mean,
I'm
me. So it was
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like, my fans was like
what's going on?
They was like, girl,
what's going on? Where's the product at?
Where have you been?
Right.
Like, where have you been? What are you doing? That. And, you know, I felt really obligated to give the people what they've been asking for. And now I'm in dump mode. Like, putting that out put me in dump mode. So there's more to come.
Artwork.
Yes.
The artwork goes crazy.
Yes.
Can we do a little bit of elaborating on that?
Okay, so if you saw the Ghetto Diva video, so the idea for the Hourglass, you know, EP was something completely different. Like,
really?
It was completely different. But what wound up happening was I shot the video for Ghetto Diva and I saw the stills. And G, you know,
shout out G Media.
Yeah, shout out to G Media.
Yeah, good people.
Yes, he shot the album cover. So, you know, I was just standing there. Like, if you see the video, like, you'll see where the still came from. Right. I wound up getting, like, the stills back, and I was like, this is the fuck it. Like, this is it. It looks like me on a TV show. It looks like, for me, honestly, like, when I was shooting the video, I was laughing because I was like, this looks like the Looney Tunes shit. Like, that's all, folks, at the end. So.
Oh, okay. All right. I could see that. Okay.
Right. All right. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to make it the album cover. And that's going to be the joke behind it. So now y'all know. Y'all in on the joke. So, yeah. Wow. I was like, that's all, folks.
That's amazing. So sometimes when things don't go as planned, that is the plan.
That is the plan. Because, you know what made it was so funny because it was just like, what I was trying to do just kept not working. Like, it just kept not working. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to let it go and just let whatever happen. Because I realized, like, when I let go and let God, I be Gucci. When I try to do things on my own, God be like, you still trying?
Yeah.
I got this. I told you I got this, right? Oh, okay.
You a perfectionist?
Yeah. I'm a Capricorn.
Love it. It's a double-edged sword. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. Type shit. It happens. Now, production. All 5 tracks produced by
Wavy to God.
Love it. You want to do a little bit of talk about that, the chemistry while brewing this up?
Wavy to God is also a Capricorn.
Okay, all right, makes sense.
Right. So you got 2 goats, just working together.
Love
And
it.
shout out to Wavy to God. Like, that is my brother. That is my producer. I will never not work with him unless he pisses me off in the near future, which happens all the time.
Okay.
So I love him. He know I'm joking. I be pulling his leg all the fucking time. But no, for real, like that's one person that is absolutely he's a genius.
Now, the process, was it a thing where was it premeditated or was it a thing that just started to unfold as it happened?
What wound up happening was I just hit Wavy up like, yo, send me some beats.
Okay.
And he was like, what's up? I said, I got an idea. Send me some beats.
Fire.
Send me some fucking beats. And he was like, yo, what are you about to do? I said, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I said, we about to do some shit.
Yeah.
So then I started telling, I said, yo, we going to do an EP. It was supposed to be 8 songs.
Okay.
But me and my perfectionist ways, I chopped the other 3 because I was like, fuck that.
Okay. Are they making it in the near future possibly, or are they just...
Oh, no, they will.
Okay.
But I decided that you guys didn't need it. You just needed that capsule of what that was. So I made that a capsule project instead of, because if I would have did 8, I would have just did 10 and made it a fucking album.
Right, round things up.
Yeah,
right?
like I don't.
5 is a good number.
Yeah,
5 is a
I
good
think
number.
5 was, and 5 symbolizes, like change and whatnot. So
Respect it. I respect it. Now, the reception.
yes,
What's been your reception, your reaction to the world's reaction?
I'm happy.
I love that. That's
I'm
amazing.
happy. Like, everybody loves it, and if they don't love it, that's because they pretending that they don't love it.
The pretenders, bad vibes.
No, I don't care about they bad vibes
But why pretend?
because they can't. It's political.
So you've experienced some of the pretenders in your presence? We're gonna leave it at that. I heard it. So happy. But it's fair to say that it's the energy that the world is, the way that they're digesting is leaving you happy.
The world is digesting my project the way that I expected, and even more than I expected. I'm blessed. I'm happy. My fans, they let me know every day that they listen to my music. I have people getting married to my music.
That's amazing.
And, so I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm getting married to Eve's Remorse. I was like, shut the fuck
shit,
up.
that's fire.
And I'm like, what?
Shout out to marriage.
Right. Shout out to that. But I was just like, wow, like that's something that I like. When you think about and you dream about wanting to be an artist, like you never think about like where people are gonna play your music. You just want them to play it,
Right, for sure.
Your whole thing is like, if they play my music and they like my music, like I'm gonna be happy. Like the fact that, my fans are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this with your music. I do this with your music. I got a text this morning
Let's go talk
from
about
one
it.
of my homegirls. And she was like, yo, my mom said that China Streetz girl is dope. I'm like, I got niggas' moms listening to my music.
That's
I'm
fire.
hype. Like,
Shout
I'm
out to
hype.
motherhood and
shout
all
out
that.
to the moms that be listening to China Streetz. Like, I
That's
love y'all.
amazing.
Like,
That's
we need
amazing.
moms. Moms are everything.
That's a big fact. That's amazing. Wow. Well, you hear it here first. The reception of the reception. It's been going good.
Listen, thank you. Thank you, guys. I love it. Listen, tell me everything that you feel about the album. Whether you love it, you hate it. Whether, I know that you love it, because at the end of the day, y'all running it up. Like, there's not a day I don't go on Spotify and
Gotta check the
and
numbers
ain't nobody, they not listening to it, So
I love that. I love that.
Y'all got some more smoke on the way, though. Don't
I
worry.
was just about to say, so you got more product on the way that we're going to talk about. You got more product on the way.
Absolutely.
More dope.
Of course.
Got to feed the streets.
Listen, got to.
I love that. You hear it here first. Of course, like I said, everything will be in the description. Hourglass EP out now. Fully produced, 5-track EP, fully produced by Wavy to God. Correct?
Yes.
Love it. Again, go support. That is not a request. That is a motherfucking demand, and that's what I live by, goddammit. So now you brought some things. And we have them on the table right here. What are people seeing right now on the screen?
They're seeing my seashell.
What's the story? What's the narrative behind it? Why did you bring it? What does it represent for the China Streetz story?
Well,
That's a crazy question, but
the water.
The
It represents
water.
the water. And basically, whenever I get like overwhelmed or like I feel like life is getting a little too dramatic for me, I go to the water. I go to the beach and I go take a dip in the water and I go talk to, my ancestors and I go talk to God.
Your ancestors are gangster, correct?
Oh, my ancestors are gangsters. All of them. All of them. I just gained a new one.
Okay.
No, don't be sad.
I'm not sad, but it was just a human reaction for me to do that. I couldn't help myself.
But you know what? I'm not even going to lie. Like, I was in a real dark place. And then, I got that call that, my grandfather passed.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, but my energy been on 1,000.
You know what's crazy? I just got a phone call that my great grandmother, that's 99, if I'm not mistaken, has about like 4 to 5 days left. It's kind of I was kind of like not that I was blocking it out the whole day,
right?
But I was kind of like, like, all right, I gotta go see her, but the journey continues type shit. I'm in tunnel vision right now,
right?
So the fact that you brought that up, that just kind of like activated something in my mind.
Okay, so here I'm gonna activate something else for you. Don't ever take their transition as a loss. You gotta understand that this is how I look at it, right? And I feel this way about my grandparents. I can't say this about anybody else in my family. As of yet. You understand what I'm saying? God forbid. But what I'm saying is, like, when my grandparents transitioned, I took it as, I got me some gangsters on the other side praying for me.
Protection.
Like it's some real people on the other side looking out for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, life don't feel so alone.
Right.
You can't look at it as like they not here with you no more, because they are a part of you.
Right.
When do they leave? Your blood is in your veins.
That's
you understand what I'm saying? So even though it might hurt that they gone physically, you gotta understand that spirit is eternal.
Facts.
And if you one with the universe, you'll never feel like they're gone, because energy never dies. Yeah,
we tend to look at this vehicle called the human body as like the only or the last I guess checkpoint, but in all reality,
it's the first. It's the first checkpoint. We don't know what's after this. And at the end of the day, what NASA and them said, that the Earth spinning faster and all this other nonsense. Like, the fuck?
Nah, I agree with you. I've lost some people, and I definitely will agree with you in that sense of I don't feel alone. I feel like I'm being guided. Yeah. And I don't, how people say I got angel on one shoulder and I got the devil? I don't. I have an angel on both. And my angel carries Mac 11s, AK-47s, and weapons. A lot of weapons. So, if you want to come and you want to try to steer me in the wrong direction, or possibly try to do me any harm, these angels got me on. These angels got me.
I tell people, like I said, my ancestors is gangsters.
Love
it. Leave me alone.
I respect that. I respect you here first.
My Florida water, listen.
Florida water is crazy. Florida water is crazy.
And my Florida water, because you gotta cleanse your space, you gotta cleanse your mind.
But you calling it Florida water?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because that's what it's called. It's Florida water.
Oh, it's literally called Florida water.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to like do some, cause the water in Florida, Florida's kind of crazy. The people over there are nuts. And I love Florida. I'm just saying.
Listen.
But hold on, 50% of people in Florida are from New York. They left. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of our fault.
Listen, agreed.
But it's called Florida water. I did not know.
Yes. Well, it's a spiritual cleansing tool.
Okay.
But it's also, in the men's bathroom sometimes, like a cologne. You might see it in the bathroom. But
yeah, I've seen it before. Florida water go crazy, though, as the name. Why is it called that, though? Is it because Florida water is a little, you feel me?
Like, it's a little special. It's a little special.
Del Pueblo. Special. Where'd you get this one from?
That one, the 99-cent store.
Extra strength to go crazy.
Yeah, extra strength. I want all them demons away from me.
I love it. All right.
Nah, but I keep that around just, that's just my vibe.
The energy.
Yeah, it's a representation of me. Like, anybody that comes around me know they got to be spiritually in check. Like, they know, like, people that don't fuck with me, that's because they spirit not right. Because I'm very fair, and I'm a good person to a lot of people.
Okay.
And if some, you know, if
how
somebody,
you gonna win if you ain't right within?
Listen, facts. But, you know, a lot of people that ain't right within win. They do win. They do. They do. Listen, I seen a Facebook post earlier about my brother Goldie, right? And he was like, sometimes God, you know, like, God don't always hurt your enemies. Sometimes he keep your enemies close enough so they can see you win. Just because they doing good don't mean they going to be doing better than you.
That's real shit.
So at the end of the day, I don't wish bad on people. I don't.
Never.
If you my enemy and you doing better than me, guess what? Congratulations. Because congratulations. I'll be there soon.
Ooh, and prepare yourself.
No, don't even prepare yourself.
Don't even prepare yourself.
No, fuck you. I don't care what you're doing, but at the end of the day, congratulations, and I'll be there soon.
Okay.
That's
Love it. That sounds real militant to me. That's my type of talk.
Like, what else is there to say?
All right. Now, the next thing we got here. If you can, do a little explaining for me while I take this picture. What are people looking at right now on the screen?
That's a sunstone.
Okay. All right. Can we elaborate a little bit?
Yeah. So, you know, along the same line, you know, this is all representing, you know, energy and whatnot. So basically the sunstone is balance and harmony, you know.
Okay.
It keeps, you know, and it's also for money. You know,
shout out to finances.
It's also for money. It's Leo season right now, so
I'm a big Leo. Let's get it.
Okay, shout out to the Leos.
That's a fact.
I don't know if you into that type of shit, but I'm a Leo rising, so.
I mean, I know a little bit.
Yeah, so you know, I'm a Leo rising, so I'm feeling the energy from y'all season. I'm just soaking it all up. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I love that. So wait, all this spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
Not everybody's in tune with that world.
Right.
Where does this come from? Is this a family thing? Is this your journey?
It's a
so
family
far?
thing. It's my journey. It's definitely a family thing. Like, you know, my grandmother was, you know, I tell everybody, my grandmother was psychic. I don't care what nobody say. Like, that lady was a psychic. She was a healer. She was real about a lot of things. Like, she made sure. Listen, that is one. That's why I said my ancestors gangsters, because for real, like, when she was on this earth, like, she used to just say things to me, and I used to be like, Grandma, what are you talking about?
Right.
And for real, when you young, you don't look at it as her, you know, as them telling you things to better yourself. Right. But baby, she used to tell me about people I was around. She would tell me about people that I was, you know, dealing with or whatever. Right. And you know, the shit that she used to say was scary to me, because I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even see them like that. Right. But, you know, I was mad naive, not paying attention. And then everything she ever said came to pass. Everything. That's crazy. Not one thing that she said didn't come to pass. And ever since she passed away, I feel like I have that ability now.
Passed it down to you.
Yeah, she did. She gave it to me. I know she did.
That's gangster. That's real though. Because as children, you use one of the most important words, naive. We just look at it like, oh, you're just telling me that because you're, you know, the way I used to look at it. My people's, I kind of saw them get drunk off authority. My parents, my grandparents, whatever the case may be. So I would always be very rebellious and a knucklehead and be like, oh. But a lot of things that they've said as I got older to this young adult, this young gentleman, I see a lot of things come to life that they warned me about.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And not only warned me about, but like even, you know, certain people, you know what I'm saying? The messages, you know what I mean? The messages that I got that was through people, you feel me? Like they were like, oh, why you hanging out with so-and-so? You should watch out, whatever the case may be. A lot of it came to life though.
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I'm saying?
Like, one situation, I was arguing with this girl or whatever. Actually, no, fuck her. One situation, yeah, we're not gonna do that. I'm not giving that bitch. I'm not giving that bitch no light.
Damn,
fuck
give
her.
her darkness.
Yeah, turn the lights off.
No flashlight.
TV off.
Bad vibes. No
Get
electricity.
Yeah,
that's a
Nah, but
you don't gotta say her name.
No.
But what was the scenario?
No, I'm not even getting.
You ain't gonna do it.
No, fuck her for real.
All right, respect it.
What I will say is, like, my grandmother told me about someone that, you know, I love.
Okay.
And she told me that forgiveness is key.
Okay.
And I was like, but I don't want to forgive them.
Right.
And she was like, look at it like this. If you weren't forgiven, would you be sitting here right now?
That's
I
real.
thought about it. And I held that thought. And every time I get mad at people, I just hear her in my head. Like,
Just forgive them.
forgive them. Forgive them. Because guess what? The only person that's going to be mad at the end of the day is you.
Yeah.
They don't care what they did to you.
Yeah.
Forgive them.
Some don't know better, so they don't do better.
Some don't know better and some don't want to know better.
Right.
And it's not my job to fix them.
That's so true, though.
So,
That's so true, though. That's so true. But I be trying to fix people.
you can't. That's that Leo shit. Stop
I be trying to fix people. I be
No.
trying to steer people the right way.
You know what I learned in
Even if they try to hurt me.
Guess what? You know what I learned in trying to fix people that hurt me?
Yeah.
All they do is hurt me more.
That's a big fact.
So,
And I'm hurting myself.
exactly. Why am I hurting myself? Why
Yeah.
am I doing that to myself? Just because I see better for you and I want better for you, you don't want better for me because you
No.
keep hurting me in the process. So why should I stick my neck out for you?
I don't know. That's a great question.
That doesn't mean I can't forgive you for it.
Well, now do we forgive and forget? Or never forget?
You could forgive and forget if it never happens again.
Don't let nothing happen twice.
Never. If it happens more than once, they don't respect you.
Again, I will keep repeating it. Hourglass EP out now. 5-track EP fully produced, by Wavy the God, correct?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? All streaming platforms, everything will be in the description. Now, this part of the show, I like to break down lyrics.
Okay, yes.
I like to know
Finally.
I like to know why you said what you said and what it sounds like hearing me say it to you.
Okay.
So I got 3 songs here that I chose
Okay.
from the Hourglass EP.
Okay.
Now, this last one, I got 2 different parts of the song. The first 2 is just one each. The last one, I got 2 different parts. Now, I'm going to repeat these lyrics back to you. Now, you tell me, again, what was the intention? What was the mind state behind you writing it? And also, how does it sound like, hearing it from a consumer, a fan saying it back to you?
Okay.
Now, the first one, we're going to go with Ghetto Diva.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why you can't come around. You got yourself to blame. I'm only about my business. Lame drama I don't entertain.
Right.
What can you tell me about that?
That's self-explanatory.
I know it is, but why is it so? Every part you say is self-explanatory.
I had a bunch of friends that
Were they wondering why they couldn't come around?
No, it's just they know why they can't come around me no more. They not on their shit, and at the end of the day, I open the door for people to be in the right position, and all they want to do is talk about fucking dick all day. I don't got time for that.
Oh Lord! So they got themselves to blame. Do they know that though?
Only about my business name drama I don't entertain.
You don't
Yeah, they
entertain
know. Yeah, they know.
They have to know, right?
Of course they know.
Now, did they know in the moment, or did they end up finding out?
They knew before I wrote the song.
There you go. That's that's tough.
I don't write any lyric that they don't know what the person. If I'm talking about somebody,
yeah.
They know what I'm talking about.
Now, these type of people, will you ever allow them to come around again? Do you have some type of empathy? Or maybe some type of, I don't know, a splash of like, I guess a mixture of forgiveness and empathy on some like, you know what? I'm gonna give you one more shot. Is there a bracket of people that have the luxury of that? Because I know some people, it's just like it's clipped, it's over. But I know some people have history with you possibly. I know because I live it. You know what I mean? Do you give the benefit of the doubt again?
I only gave it to one person.
They failed you twice? Did they fail you twice?
No, I only gave the grace to one person.
Oh, okay.
I extended the grace to one person because that was me being a bitch.
You being a bitch.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
I
mean, I was about my business at that moment, but I had to take a step back and put myself in their shoes.
Right.
And that's where forgiveness comes in.
Guys, it's good sometimes every once in a while to try to see why people do what they do, right?
Absolutely. Like, come on now. Nobody's perfect. As much as I try to be, I'm not perfect either. Like, I fall short. So, some things can be ironed out with a conversation, but for the most part, the other people that I was talking about, nah.
Slow motion.
Yeah, I got hands for one of them.
Oh, for one. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Let's hope that never happens though, because there's no need for that, right? There's no need for that. But yeah, wonder why you can't come around. Don't wonder. Find out. No,
you
find
got
out
yourself
why.
to blame.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
I love that. I love that. We came to win.
Okay.
Second song, Hourglass. I like this line right here. So
Okay.
you gonna tell me it kind of resonates to kind of a little bit of what you just said. If the pussy's so good, then what the fuck he come home for? You trying to take niggas? I'm trying to take niggas on tour. That shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie. Now, all right. So where's that stem from? What was the intention behind it?
I'm saying bitches always like to be like, I took your nigga, I took your nigga, I took your nigga. And it's like,
Okay.
It's like, okay. If your pussy so good, then what the fuck he come home for?
That's real right
If you
there.
could take the nigga, take the motherfucker.
Take the nigga, right? Take him fully.
Please, take him fully. Do it. I promise you, you gonna give him back.
You trying to take niggas.
I'm trying to take
niggas on tour.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get this money. Like I'm
this
trying to go.
business shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this bread. Like I don't give a fuck about that dick and pussy shit. Like that's what you focused on?
Bad vibes. Gotta focus on the money.
Listen, you get the money. You know how much niggas is out here? Like, why are you worried about one?
I think it's more of a. I think people just like to. Men. This applies for men and women. I feel like they just like to take what's not theirs, and it kind of gives them, I guess, some merit or some type of like, oh, I did that. You know what I mean?
And more power to you.
Okay.
Because guess what? If that's your aspiration, if you're happy to take someone from somebody else, what does that say about you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't want nothing. And I'm going to say this on camera.
Let's go.
I don't want nothing that nobody else had. Because guess what? That means it ain't for me. If it's for me, God gonna give it to me.
Right.
I don't want to take it from nobody. I don't want to get it in a way that makes me look bad. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist. Like I like my stuff to be clean. I like my stuff to look good. I like my stuff to not have no dirt attached to it. Like I don't like scheming, sneaky. I don't like none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't sneak. I don't like. I just know. If I find out that a person that I'm messing with got somebody else, I don't even want to be bothered with that no more. It's first of all, that just makes me feel like it makes me feel dirty. And it makes me feel used.
Don't contaminate me.
No, don't.
With your dirt.
First of all, your soul ain't aligned. I told you I got a lot of spiritual shit going on with me. I got a lot of balance. I got a lot of God in me. Like you said, you got two angels on your shoulder.
I'm trying to tell you.
What I look like, participating in devil activities. All these people on demon time. I'm not. I'm on angel time.
How you feel about intuition? You trust yours?
110%. It never steered me wrong. Anytime I ever doubted my intuition, I wound up in jail.
That's real. Intuition is like a form of telling the future, no?
Absolutely.
That's like one of our superpowers that we ignore. I feel not all of us, but I've noticed with experience in the journey I lived on, I'm still living, that my intuition has become like one of my superpowers the moment I start paying attention to it.
Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody's intuition is a superpower. If y'all clean out your gut, you won't have that problem.
If you clean out your gut.
Yes. Because your intuition is in your gut.
Real talk.
So the thing is, if you contaminating it with a whole bunch of bullshit, you know what I mean? Like I literally, it's funny. That's why like when you asked me like, do I want something? And I was like, nah, I'm good. Because I'm on a fast right now.
Okay.
And I could say that out loud. Like I'm on a fast right now. And it's like no soon as I said I'm not doing this,
right,
it's popping up everywhere. Like, yo, let's go out for this. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I'm like, bruh.
The test.
Bruh.
The test.
Baby. Yeah.
How's it been?
It's been a day.
Been one day?
One day.
All right. Well, I feel like you got this. You denied Henny.
Yeah.
and I got Henny.
Yeah.
So you denied Henny.
I did.
And I like that. I like that because discipline is if mastered, and nothing is really fully mastered at the end of the day, right? But if exercise and practiced, discipline can take you a long way.
But that's what this is about. This is about discipline because I'm about to go into the next phase of my life.
Okay.
So if I can't put something down, that says a lot about my character.
Right.
How dare I judge somebody else for their,
Right.
their, I'm not going to say addictions because I'm not addicted to it.
Right.
But how dare I judge somebody for doing something continually?
Right.
Like,
Right.
just take a pause. Like, it's a pause.
That's real
just
talk,
take a
though.
pause.
Nah, that's real talk, though. And if you can't master what your physical craves, then how you gonna master your mental? Because if you fall victim to what your physical thinks that you need at the moment, you're gonna fall victim to the mental, decisions that could cripple you in the future.
Exactly. And this goes back to what you originally asked me about intuition. My intuition told me to stop drinking.
Okay.
And I was like, what? Like, just stop drinking. I was like,
this decision, was it like not that long ago? Because I know you're saying it's been one day.
It wasn't long ago, but okay, so you see how we was talking about ancestors and whatnot? Yesterday was my grandmother's birthday.
All right. Happy birthday to grandma.
Exactly. Rest in peace. Happy birthday, grandma.
Of course.
And I don't know. I just said on my grandma's birthday I was gonna stop. So it's been a day.
I respect it. I'm rooting for you. I think you got it.
Listen,
I think you
good.
got it.
I'll let you know.
You got it.
I'll let you know when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when it's over.
Right.
And I'll let you know what I got out of it.
Respect. Listen, discipline.
I feel like there's a message in it for me. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get a message.
Could be.
Whenever I'm not supposed to drink or smoke, like, I get messages from on high. Like, so I feel like my next message from my album is coming.
I could believe it. Because when, relaxing on drinking and smoking brings clarity. And sometimes the messages come via clarity. So, listen, we're going to leave it at that. That's amazing. I'm rooting for her. Y'all rooting for her. Let's get it popping. Now, this one, I got two.
Yes.
So we're going to go with the first one. And if that leads to violence, so be it. I'm on bullshit. Rap is my pulpit. Digging so long, only a fool quits.
Yes.
That's fire.
I know.
I know it. I love that. I love the confidence. All right, well, tell me. I mean, and if that leads to violence, so be it. I'm on bullshit. What you mean by that?
Because like sometimes when you quiet, and then when you actually start speaking, people don't like to respect your boundaries. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So sometimes you actually have to like let them know, like, yo,
it could get like that.
Yeah, it can go that way.
It could get like that.
It can go that way at any given moment. And if that leads to violence, so be it. I'm on bullshit. Like, I'm with it. Like, I'm with whatever,
Rap is my pulpit.
Rap is my pulpit. Digging so long, only a fool quits. Rap is my pulpit, meaning like, my grandma, back to her, she always told me, like, I had a message, like, I gotta talk to the people. You feel what I'm saying? That's my gift. Like, that's my my job here on earth, to talk to the people. It just so happens that I rap,
Digging so long, only a fool quits.
And that's what I'm saying. I've been at this rap shit for mad long.
It would be crazy for you to stop now.
Why would I stop now?
Right.
And I'm so close.
Right.
And there was a meme on Instagram. This is where the line came from. There was a meme on Instagram where like the nigga that's like digging. What the dude, the person, he's digging, right? He's digging, and like it's two people. It's one on the top and one on the bottom.
Okay.
And the dude, he's digging, and you see he dug all the way, and right when he got to where the diamond was, he stopped. And then it was a dude at the bottom, like he was digging, and it was like mad jewels there, and he was still going. Like he was still going. So that's where that came from. Like, digging so long, only a fool quits. Like, why would you stop?
Right.
Why stop now?
Right.
Which goes back to Hourglass. Why stop now?
I know. Listen, I respect it because people need to hear that shit. There's a lot of people that don't finish what they start.
Facts. And I'm one of them.
Okay, all right. Honesty is key. Let's go.
And I'm one of them, like, right? But that's the accountability in it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Hourglass was also me holding myself accountable. The time is now. I had to do it. You understand what I'm saying? It was me holding myself accountable. Like, you'll keep telling these people you about to drop this album and you don't.
Right.
They sick of you now. Drop something.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was that type of situation.
I love that.
And it's like, yeah, you can hear me on a feature. You hear me on a feature with, this person. But it's like, what do you do on your own?
Man, you gotta get out your own way sometimes.
You do.
You gotta get out your own way.
No, that is literally the key to everything.
Right.
That is the key to everything. Boom. Taking it back to what you first asked me about fear.
Mm-hmm.
Your fears are literally the lock on the door.
Right. 100%.
You get over your fears, the door opens.
That's a big fact.
I promise you. I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
That's a big
You
fact.
get over your fears, the door opens.
Speaking of fear, I heard a Mike Tyson quote. No, it actually wasn't from Mike Tyson. It was from Customato, which was Mike Tyson's, I guess, coach or manager when he was young. He said, fear is fire, right? Fear can either cook your food or burn your house down.
That's fact.
It's whatever you want it to be, though. But it's fire, though. Like, you can't, it's inevitable. Fear is just that type of thing. It's just a fire. It's just, it loses control at time, whatever the case. It's fire, though. But it's up to you whether you want it to cook your food. Do you want to eat, or do you want your house to come down?
Exactly.
It could do either or. Fear can be your best friend.
It could, or your worst enemy.
Or your worst enemy, right. Listen, we're here first. Only a fool quits. I love that part. Taking so long, only a fool quits. I be feeling that way every morning.
Listen,
goddammit.
I'm telling you.
I got the second part of the song. Now, this is, we still on mirrors. I could never make a move my soul ain't agree with. Reflection in the mirror of honor that's on some G shit. Now explain a little bit what that means, or I guess the intensity, the potency of why people should. I mean, a nigga like me, I heard that and I was like, all right, I gotta write that one down. I want to know what was the mindset, because that's some shit right there. A lot of people don't look in the mirror. A lot of people avoid the mirror because reflection is the truth. So talk to me a little bit.
Reflection in the mirror of honor.
You don't make a move that your soul don't agree with. Have you learned from making moves at times that your soul didn't agree with, and later on being like, okay, cool, I'm gonna take a mental note or a spiritual note?
Nah, I really meant that shit. Like, anything I did or do, I did it with intention and purpose. When I was younger, I could say that there were things that I did out of loyalty to the people that I was with.
Right.
And around. As an adult, would I have made those same decisions? Yes. So I never make a move that my soul don't agree with. You get what I'm saying?
I definitely get what you're saying. That's what your soul thought at the moment you were supposed to do.
Yeah, like I felt like I was supposed to do that. And as an adult, I would do the same shit because that's what I feel. Like that's something that inside me is convicted. But there's a lot of people around that don't have those same sentiments.
Question: can sometimes your soul or passion blind you?
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what we're going to talk about, right? That's kind of what we're talking about in the sense of like.
No, what I meant by that was like.
I mean, because you were following your soul, which guided you to what you thought was loyalty at the moment.
Yeah,
it was loyalty,
right? But it absolutely
wasn't
loyalty.
reciprocated though,
right? No,
right?
No, it never is.
So is it fair to say that to an extent, I guess, your soul possibly, or your aspiration or your passion to be this loyal person to an extent kind of blinded you to the fact that maybe it wasn't being reciprocated?
No, it never blinded me. It never was a thing that I was expecting them to give me that same energy. I just thought that that's how life is supposed to be.
So you expected no return?
No, I'm saying if I'm loyal to you, you loyal to me.
Right.
But if it didn't return, it just is what it is, because what can I do? I know I'm good.
Does it tarnish the loyalty that you choose to give other people in the future?
No.
So it's just the same? Because
why would I hold somebody else accountable for somebody else's bullshit?
True.
You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I move willy-nilly. Right. That just means that I let people show me who they are, and then I choose to give them what they deserve. That doesn't mean I just give it automatically anymore. So
if anything, it molded when, into who, where, I guess, to apply it.
Well, yeah, because you got to understand, like, every situation don't call for loyalty. Mm-hmm. Some situations just calls for you to just watch things happen. Right. Sometimes you don't need to input yourself in a situation that you don't need to be in. That doesn't mean you're not being loyal. That just means that shit ain't for you. You know, that's discernment. That's a whole different scenario, you know.
Big facts.
And you gotta And that was my biggest lesson, discernment, learning who to give my loyalty to. That doesn't mean I have to change how I'm loyal to people.
Right.
That just means I have to change like who deserves my loyalty.
Right.
And those people deserved my loyalty, you know. And I, you know, being in this industry, I realized there's a lot of snakes and fakes, and I had to maneuver differently.
You gotta learn how to move in the room full of vultures.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. That's a shit. That he wasn't lying.
It's crazy, right?
Listen, baby.
This industry is crazy, right? There's a lot of.
It's not what you think. I say that it's not what you think. It's not what you think. You know, and especially as a woman.
Was it a rude awakening for you? Because,
No.
I mean, you're saying it.
No, it wasn't a rude awakening, but it was definitely an eye opener.
Okay. Now I want you to finish what you were saying. As a woman.
Yeah, as a woman, you definitely have to watch how you move in this industry. Absolutely.
You want to elaborate a little bit? It's up to you.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, as
What
a
do you
woman,
mean by
like
that?
as a woman in this industry, you know, you kind of like gotta watch yourself. You gotta protect yourself. You have to be very, very, because as women, you know, well, I can't speak for every woman. Me as a divine feminine energy,
Right.
you know. And I'm not just saying that, oh, divine feminine energy, you know, whoop-de-whoop. Like, no, but like seriously, like when you
Speak
got
that shit with your heart.
right,
God
when you
damn
got
it.
when you got that shit, you got that shit. Like it's
Right.
not on some like woo-woo shit like these bitches be doing for Instagram or whatnot. Like, nah, this is my bloodline type shit. So when you got that type of energy, like you attract light and dark. You understand what I'm saying? So, and one thing about the dark could look real light.
Oh, that's a fact and a half. All that glitters ain't gold.
It don't.
Yeah, that's a
It
big
ain't.
fact.
It ain't. It's the
That's a
glitter.
big fact.
That glitter be aluminum.
Yeah. And I would only assume as a woman, it's got to be more. Complex than what it is for men. I have to assume.
You hear it. You hear about it before. Like I remember when I was younger, I used to watch interviews and I would like listen to the women talk about like the game and like how it was. And then now I'm sitting in the chair as one of those people doing interviews. You understand what I'm saying?
Big facts.
And I'm gonna say this to the women out there: like, just make sure your circle is tight.
Facts.
Make sure that you know you dot your I's and cross your T's, because you want to make sure that everybody around you is solid when you move forward in this game, because anyone could be manipulated by $1.
Facts. That's a big fact. And me personally, I also just think like if we have a woman in the mix that is the driving force for this movement, she's to be protected at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like next level shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I agree. No, I absolutely agree. But everybody doesn't.
That's very true. Facts.
Everybody doesn't feel that way.
And that's where you kind of gotta apply having a tight circle.
Yeah,
gotta have a tight circle.
Because the thing is, as a woman, and you want to come in with your own tight circle.
For sure.
You know, you just don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you kind of have to like backtrack. Like I was watching an interview the other day and I seen somebody was just basically like, you know, it was another artist and she was kind of like sad about the fact that her team wasn't right. Like she's on stage sad and can't perform right because her team not right backstage.
Right.
And it's like, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. Like I don't go through that directly, but I have been through it at times, you know? So it's like, damn. Like, is that, like, I literally wrote something on Twitter earlier. Like, as women in the industry, like, we're not protected. We're not fucking protected. We're not. You know? And that doesn't go for everybody, so I'm not speaking for everybody.
Right.
But, you know, there are women that go through that shit.
Right. No, yeah. And you're speaking via your experiences and what you've observed.
Things that I've seen and things that, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a big fact. No, that's a big fact. And like I said, I'm coming from the standpoint view as a man, and I'm never gonna step out of line. I can only assume and agree off my assumption and off of the stories I hear and everything that I take into consideration, because I walk in the shoes of a man at the end of the day.
Right.
But I have female peers, and I know, and we all know that the double standards exist.
Exactly.
And a lot of things exist that we might not necessarily agree with, but it just is what it is, and we have to learn how to navigate.
That's what I say. You got to learn how to maneuver.
Right.
So the thing is, that's where that discernment comes back. Down, you know?
Listen. This game is calculations. Calculations.
Yes.
It ain't just about going with the flow and whatever. Like, go with the flow, follow your heart, follow whatever it is that navigates you. But I guess calculate a little bit, because
you could go with the flow. It just depends, because some people can navigate this shit, go with the flow, and get everything, and then some people can navigate this shit, and it could be a very difficult road for them.
Yeah,
it could be a very difficult road, and I guess it just depends on you.
Yeah.
The Witty did it there. We in the building, man. How y'all doing?
Chilling, brother. How you doing? How's your day been, man?
I'm cool, man. I'm chilling.
Respect it. Griselda Zone, man. You got a lot of things going on out here, man.
You got a lot of work.
I love it. A lot of work. What's the energy, man? I mean, as far as like the future, I don't want to hold you too long, because we do have legendary dialogue.
This about China Streetz.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. But I'm gonna do my human thing and ask the questions that I feel like I gotta ask for the moment. Just for the moment. It's a human shit. You feel me?
Of course.
What can the people expect, man? Like, I mean, what's going on? Just a short brief. You feel me?
That Kiss the Ring album. That Kiss the Ring, Rome Streets, Griselda.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? That's on the way.
Love it.
Expect some videos. I just dropped a freestyle yesterday.
Love it.
You can check that shit out on Sway.
Respect it.
We got some shit coming. China Streetz got an album coming. Might hit some Rome Streets up on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we was over here talking about Hourglass EP, 5-track EP out now. Everything will be in the description, man. You know what I'm saying? Legendary shit. It's going down.
Of course.
It's going down. You know what I'm saying? I love the energy, man.
China got a lot to say. Trust
It's
me.
one big conglomerate, huh?
Yeah, bad influence.
Bad influence. I was gonna ask some things about that. So where does that stem from? I mean, what's that operation? Who's behind that operation? I mean, you don't gotta tell me too much, man, because they don't gotta know everything about the system, as long as they know the system exists.
That's our brand. You know what I'm saying that's me, China Streetz, Wavy the God, Ox, who else? The Artivist.
Oh, y'all got a whole roster.
Yeah, that's the gang. You know what I'm saying? It's more coming. You know what I mean? Semi. Yeah. He's
love it.
Shit too, you know what I'm saying?
So I love that.
Just a collective of us. You about to see more of it. You know what I'm saying? You about to see more of it in a second.
I respect that. Bad influence.
Yeah.
The people gotta hear it. The people gotta see it, man. You gotta feed the streets. No pun intended.
Of course.
Or every pun intended. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Every pun.
Yeah, you feel me? Capital punishment, goddamn it.
Exactly,
I appreciate you coming in for this little interval right here, of course, man. So, knock on wood again, because it gets like that. All right, so let's paint the scenario.
All right.
You make your way to the doctor. It's fucked up already.
And this shit is trash.
The doctor sees you. He or she goes, all right, China. Come inside. Take a seat. First of all, doc, I was going to fucking stand up the whole time, stupid? Of course I was going to take a fucking seat. Don't tell me what to do. That's crazy.
No, you got to listen to the doctor.
I know, but you thought I was going to fucking stand up?
I mean, no.
You know, I was going to leave that seat unseated?
Nah, you're right.
Listen.
No, that's a fact.
You feel me? So the doc goes, all right, China, close the door. Yo, doc, you're doing a lot. Which, you know what I mean? At this point, it's like, take a seat, close the door. What you want me to do? Make you a sandwich too? What the fuck is going on? You're telling me a lot. What do you want from me? Take a seat, close the door. Boom. The doc goes, I got a lot of patience today. I got a lot of things I got to do. So I got to break this down to you fast. And it just is what it is. So you're like already like, you fucking my head up a little bit. I heard it. Copy. You got 24 hours to live. You got 3 things on your bucket list.
Okay.
Now, the first 2 can be whatever it is that you choose. It could be wholesome. It could be family. It could be music-based. It could be whatever it is that you want it to be. The last one has to be a crime. So you got 3 things on your bucket list, 24 hours to live. Again, the first 2 could be whatever it is that you want it to be. But the last one, I need it to be a crime. And what I usually tell my peoples, what I usually tell the guests, murder is excluded. But if you can get creative with the murder, because at the end of the day, if anybody gets in the way, you got to execute a person, you know what I mean, to fucking get your mission across. It is what it is, goddammit. So the first two, can we get the first? Again, 24 hours to live, 3 things on your bucket list. Let's save the crime for last.
If I had 24 hours to live, just think, where would I go? What would I do? Who would I screw? And who would I want to notify?
Who would you notify? You feel me? What's the first thing? Come on, 24 hours to live.
The first thing I would do is go see my mother.
Love it.
Cause, yeah, it just is.
I mean, why not?
It's Mom Dukes, like
Mama Love.
I gotta go. I got a mission.
I gotta go. Is BRB is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll be right back. I'm
now,
at you.
Would you only go see her? Would you take her somewhere special? What's going on?
I'm not taking her with me because.
Obviously not.
No, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna take her with me. I'm not taking her nowhere special, and I'm not doing none of that because it's gonna divert me from my plan. And if I gotta do some crime, I don't need my mama nowhere in the vicinity.
I respect that. The second one.
The second one would be.
So the first one we got Mama Love, family. Let's get it.
Right.
Boom.
All that.
Second one.
The second one. The second thing I would do.
24 hours to live.
The second thing I would do is release all my music.
How are we going about it? Is there a promotional scheme or is it like fuck it?
No, I'm just saying fuck it and y'all figure it out.
I'm about to clock out anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to clock out anyway. What I'm gonna do? Like fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm dropping all my music. I might leave like one album in the chamber and leave a note what to do and what day to release it.
Now, boom. Would you record something that day? Like a new intro to the album? I don't know. Like, I mean, what we doing?
I would probably just leave like a, what you call it? Like what you call it? Like a interlude.
Monologue?
Like an interlude.
Interlude.
Yeah, listen, y'all, I knew I was on my way out. So I just left y'all with this shit. Like, fuck with me. Like,
if that right there, if this audio clip was the one, that would be hilarious. Like, yo, listen, y'all already knew I was gonna clock out.
Listen, I already knew what time it was. Like, my bad, y'all. Like, I ain't know what else to say. Like, I love y'all. Like, keep it pimping. You know what I mean?
That's
you know how I always say, keep it oral royal, keep it a stack, and like. I'm off this.
y'all better spread the message when I'm gone.
Listen, you better bump my shit. You know dead rappers get better promotion.
You feel me? All right, so first one, we got Mama Love. We got Spend Time with Family. Boom. Second one, we releasing all music, possibly with the interlude before the exit, just to let people know, like, you know what I mean? It was, you know what I mean? It was all love throughout the process. I love y'all. Keep my message going when I'm gone.
That's a fact.
Third one, I need a crime.
What crime would I commit?
Again, I said murder is excluded unless you could get crazy with it, though.
I know.
Okay, listen, I've heard it all.
The final boss of this whole situation, a crime. What would I do?
Crime, goddammit.
Honestly, I would try to free all my niggas.
Free the wrongfully convicted?
Yes.
This is what we came to do. Corrupted conversation. I only do superstars, man. Superhero status only. Anything else is uncivilized.
Okay.
First place trophies only. We don't do second. We don't do third. We don't do fourth. I don't do participation trophies. That's blasphemy. Don't ask for me. You feel me? We came to win. Anything else is uncivilized. China Streetz, Hourglass EP out now.
Out now.
I love that. Now, before I get to this last one that's gearing towards the end, can you tell me how do you feel?
I told you I'm happy. I feel blessed.
I'm good. We good? I love that energy. I gotta check in every so often with my guests, man. Because I
had fun. This was fun. Like, these segments had me hollering inside. Like, I know I ain't bust out laughing, but like
Nah, that's a fact.
That was funny. That was actually funny. I had to think, like, that was a funny
No, man,
moment.
I like to incorporate segments because, like I said, I know exactly who's sitting in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I do my homework, I do my due diligence, but also at the same time, it's like I don't like to be generic. I don't like to be manufactured. I like to bring a different side of the person without also dragging it.
Right.
A few smiles don't hurt people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's all it is. Again, Hourglass EP out now. Everything everything in the description. Please go support. That is not a request. That is a motherfucking demand. You know what I'm saying? That's what I live by. So as we gearing towards the end, this is how I really like to close out the show. This one to me is impactful, significant, you know what I mean, potent. Okay. If you had one word to describe the next 5 years of your life. Now, hold up, before you feel me, before you give me the vocabulary. I say 5 years because 5 years is close enough to call it, but far enough to be like, you know, I feel the passion. You know what I'm saying? 5 years is close enough to call it, but far enough to be like, you know what? There could be a hint of magic. You know what I mean? Because you just never know. It's half a decade, goddamn. That's a lot. You feel me? Yes. So if you had one word to describe the next 5 years of your life, what would it be? Shout out to pause.
I'm only pausing because I'm trying to put this into one word.
Okay, no, I respect it.
But if I had to say one word
to describe the next 5 years of your life, because only you could call it is your life. Feel me?
I'm going to say magical.
Can you elaborate a little bit? Magical. Next 5 years of China Street's life.
I'm about to do everything. I'm about to turn... Like, I'm about to pick the world up and I'm going to drop it on a nigga's fucking head.
Picking the world up, go crazy. And dropping it on the cranium, go even crazier.
Listen.
You got any ingredients as far as that process goes that we don't have to like disclose way too much? Because I already know. From this interview, we found out there's a lot of calculations when it comes to the operation of China Streetz, for sure. But if you could give them I guess... I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Give a little something.
Y'all gonna get this music. I got a lot of things in production that I haven't exposed yet.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna be a mogul.
Don't. No lighter.
I'm definitely gonna be a mogul. I'm definitely gonna be a mogul. I'm going to be so impactful in so many people's lives, like. And I'm saying this here today. I claim this. Like, what I'm about to do is not only going to change my life, it's going to change everybody's life around me for the better.
Domino effect.
It's going to make sure me and mine is good. Like, I don't just think about myself when I make moves. I make moves for me and mine because...
Legacy shit.
Facts. You can't do this shit alone. So at the end of the day, and you can't take it with you when you're going. So at the end of the day, like I said, 24 hours left. I want to make sure that everybody good when I'm going. So at the end of the day, I left an impact. I left a legacy, and you know, I plan these next 5 years and implementing the steps I need to make sure that my legacy is intact.
I'm a Jack Magical Mogul.
Magical
for you.
Mogul. There we go.
We're going to put that in one word.
Yes.
Magical Mogul.
A magical mogul.
I love
That's
that.
A fact.
I love that. So listen, man. Again, everything will be in the description. I can't stress it enough. Hourglass EP out now. China Streetz. Please go stream that. Please go support. Ghetto Diva YouTube link will also be in the description.
Out now.
Please, man. Please. That is not a request. That is a motherfucking demand. You know what I'm saying? We came to win. I don't do this by accident. I don't even think I do it on purpose anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think this is God given at this point, man.
It is. I told you
it's a contribution.
Okay.
It's a contribution. I gotta do my part. The same way everybody gotta do their part, I gotta do my part. And I like superheroes. And I like to put that on display. And that's real talk. I really, you know what I'm saying? I speak that from the heart. And the cameras gotta get it. The wires gotta get it. All the mechanics. It's 2022, goddamn it. We're gonna put it on display. You feel me?
Facts.
But we're gonna have some structure. We're going to have a lot of emotions. Okay. We're going to have a lot of screaming. We're going to have a lot of hand movements. You feel me? It's going down. We got a fucking seashell here, man. You let me know another podcast. I got a seashell on the table, my nigga. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, we talked about it all. We talked about the story. We talked about DJing, being part of your origin. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's a lot of shit that we talked about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. On the closeout, I feel like I already had like 3 segments on the closeout. But any last words for the people as they watching and they're digesting this? Any last words?
I love you. Be yourself. Live free. And the time is now.
The time is motherfucking now. Hourglass out now.
Out now.
New work to come, correct?
That's a fact. The baddest influence. You got new. Listen, I got.
This going down,
baby. Just know that when I drop these next two. So just so y'all know, it's 2 on the way. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Next 2 go crazy. Even numbers.
Stupid. They go stupid. And if you thought Hourglass was dumb, shout out to Wavy the God again for that Hourglass. But what I'm about to do next,
pivotal,
extremely
magical, like you said,
magical.
Next 5 years.
That's a fact, and this is gonna do it.
I love that. You hear it here first, man. Again, please go support. You know what I mean? Everything will be in the description. Corrupted Conversations. Another installment. Another chapter. The saga continues. You know what I'm saying? Again, I go by Henry Blanco. You know what I'm saying? Young Angie Martinez. You heard? Young Oprah Winfrey. Only when I file my taxes. You feel me? This is what we came to do. God damn it. Until next time. Thank you so much for pulling up.
Listen, thank you for having me.
Of course. Entertainment at its highest form with a beautiful splash of honesty, God damn it. You feel me?